Welcome back, everybody, to Sassy Sundays on this beautiful Tuesday. You're here with your favorite. It's Mo, as in Monique.
And Suzette.
And yes, we are here on this fabulous Tuesday. We have been a little bit under the weather, trying to get some things squared away, but we are back. We are in effect. And we are here with part 2, where we left off last week last session with married men, single women. And first, before we even begin, I do want to say thank you to our listeners. We got like 12 of y'all. Okay, we about to blow up. You wait and whatnot. But anyway, again, thank you guys for listening. So I hope you guys enjoy the show as well. So let's just get straight into it. So last time we talked, we were talking about married men, single women. You know, like, why do these single women always want to be with these married men? And, you know, what's the attraction there and everything else like that. So we're taking a little bit different spin on it today and talking about it in terms of how it pertains to social media. Now, we all know social media is the devil, you know, according to some folks. Some people live by social media. Others don't. Some people put all their business out there.
But now it's much easier because it used to not be in existence. So men could go do what they want to do, and nobody knew anything. But now people catch you, people see you. You know the same people, and you figure it out on social media.
Now, in this panel that we have one married woman, one not. So we're gonna have some really good perspectives on, you know, do you think like married people in general, not even just married men, should even have social media accounts? Or like how would you even have that account? Do you give your spouse your password and login information? Do you guys share a family account? Like what keeps it so that, you know, you're not being led astray per se, you know, by single women, or for married women by single men? I mean, this happens. Like, on Facebook, you got instant messenger. Instagram, you got your DM. Twitter's got your private messages. So there are plenty of ways and platforms in order for somebody to weasel their way in. I mean, I get enough messages on Facebook from random people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know you. Yeah. So what makes you stop and say, you know what, I'm not going to do this. Let me go tell my wife about this before I get beat up or something. Wow. You know, I mean, it's a lot.
Well, a lot of times when things like that happen on social media, it's not, or it could be if they're having an affair, cheating, seeing somebody else, whatever, or somebody's trying to really start something. It's not necessarily, well, some men do a lot of social meeting, some don't. I have like Facebook, but I don't necessarily do a lot on it. I don't put a lot out there. And like, my husband does not have a Facebook page. He's like, no, I'm not even doing that. You know,
so that was of his own will,
right?
Okay.
He's like, nobody needs to see what I'm doing, or any of that. And it just, you know, no matter what you put out there. But I do have some people who are married and have found out that their spouses were cheating on them because the other woman put it up there.
Yeah. Because what that social media does, it gives you that way to connect with people,
right,
that you wouldn't normally be able to connect with. Like somebody, like a 40-year-old guy went to high school. We can even take this as far back as Power. You watch Power, right?
Yes, I do.
When Ghost saw, what's that chick, Angela, in the nightclub, it's like, how do you think they that reconnection right there was so coincidental? Yeah. And it opened up a whole can of worms. So just think, if you're able to connect, go search for, let me see what so-and-so is doing, or if I can find them, and you find them and you start privately messaging someone when you're already in a relationship, when you're already in a marriage. I mean, that's heavy. I mean...
But that almost kind of shows you shouldn't have been in... Well, not to say, yes, using power. It's almost like, I understand, what's the other chick was down for him, but it's like, if that's not the one you wanted to be with, then you shouldn't have been with anybody.
Right.
You know?
So, like you were saying before, friends on social media. You said you knew someone who had friends on social media before he was even with his girlfriend?
Yes. They were on social media and they got he's on social media. They're both on social media. But anyway, the one guy, he left and went to some type of reunion with some old friends from where he used to live or work or whatever, and met up with them again because he went on a vacation and met up with them again. And he started, taking pictures with everybody. And then there was a woman that he knew. And the pictures, they just look like close pictures. But again, it was somebody who knew they were close together, hugging, laughing, doing all this other stuff. And the man did not tell his wife. And when he did, it was like, oh, we only met once. And then she went on the social media page and saw that he saw her at this house. They were at this restaurant. They were at this park. They were here. They were there. And, she got really upset. And, I was like, you lied to me.
Yeah.
You told me you only saw her one time, and I'm looking at these pictures, and they're in like 5 different places.
Yeah. I think what guys, too, need to remember is that, like, women are, secret FBI, CIA agents.
That's
it's
right.
like, when one thing pops up that is just even half a centimeter out of the ordinary, we're going to investigate. Definitely going to investigate. And, I think it would have been something totally different had he just said, oh, this is where I went, this is who I was with, explaining those things instead of, allowing them to pop up. And then now you have a whole issue. You got a whole scenario now.
And he felt nothing was wrong. He felt he didn't.
Oh yeah, he
needs
needs to go.
And
is he still around? They still together?
See, kind of, because he's like totally in denial. And
that's where I have a problem. But she's in denial too. It's like he's already showing you the evidence. You're not moving on.
Right. She told him she was through, and
she's still there, so she ain't through.
Right. Well, It wasn't in person, and then when it came up, she's sending this whole long letter thing. Mm-hmm. He didn't read it, and she's like, "You got to go." You can not to say till their time together was up. Mm-hmm. I was like,
now I am an active member on Facebook, and I have seen some pretty interesting things. I've seen people that who will remain nameless, but going on vacation, you got a whole spouse over here,
and you're on vacation or something,
and kids. You on vacation, your little side chick posting pictures. Like, this cannot go over well. But what even makes you even think that this is going to be okay? Mm-hmm. Like, you have this whole new platform now. Like you said, years ago, this was not even available. So if you went on vacation with somebody or you did something, you could easily be like, that wasn't me. You could deny it, hands down, unless they got, like, cheaters following you on camera or you order a private investigator or something.
Right.
But now you have this platform where everybody's lives are on display. Everybody, whatever you do, it's out there for the world to see. So, it's just a matter of making these choices. Why are you making these bad choices like that? Now, I have a problem with, and people might call me crazy, liking people's pictures, people liking your pictures. I got a problem with that. My thing is, if we together, I'm your friend, you don't need nobody else, no other friends. Mm-hmm. We're going to be best friends. We ride or die. We're going to Bonnie and Clyde this thing out. So when I see, you liking people's pictures, if it's not a picture of scenery, food, an event that you may have, gone to, then you don't need to like those people's pictures.
Really?
That is so correct. Because I just think it's stupid.
But that sounds also like, not to diverge, that's like a situation in our lives where somebody doesn't want us to like them because they don't like them anymore. It's like, that's the same thing. And I'm like, who cares? That's not fair. That's not right. And I'm like, just because I said, and I'm like, I don't like people you like, and you didn't stop talking to them. So why I'm like, it's just a picture. Yes, right, I can like it.
It can lead to 1,000 other things.
But that's only
in my experience. It can lead to so many other things. Like I said, we are FBI and CIA agents. And I'm good at this. So when I see, I don't know who that is. And then furthermore, so this is the thing too. If I don't know you, so if you up here liking my man's picture, and I don't know you, but his response is, oh, we're friends. We've been friends. No, you're not friends because I ain't friends with him. So you ain't friends with him.
No.
Until we become friends.
But there are some people that you're not gonna be friends with. That
So
you're not
they don't
friends
need
with.
to be friends with me.
What? No, that's
I
not
don't
right.
care. I
That's
don't
not
care.
right. That's
I don't
not
care.
right. That's
I don't
not
care.
right.
I don't care.
That's not right.
It's not a matter of right or wrong here. It's a matter of what I say goes, and you better do what I say if you want to remain safe.
And that sounds again like somebody else. And I'm like, if you were friends with them, you were friends with them 10, 20 years before you were friends with me. I just won't be friends with
In
them.
my defense, the situation you're referring to does not involve another spouse or significant other.
Yes, okay, that one, yes,
Right.
but the other one I'm talking about does.
Right, but what I'm saying is, as far as a spouse or a significant other, then, you know, if you have to comment, and people always say, "Oh, it's just Facebook, it's just." Right, it's just that, and it should remain just that.
What do you?
But then when you start taking it to other levels, it's no longer just Facebook. It's no longer
so
just
in your
Instagram.
situation, have you run into somebody that you don't like that on Facebook, and in real life, have you said, "I don't want you being friends with them"? Not to say that.
I haven't been able to run into none of these people. If I run into some of these people, I will definitely tell you,
there any?
get off of his page, stop liking his stuff. I don't have time
but
for it.
Are there any people that are friends with him that you don't like?
That I don't like? No, that I don't like, no. But I will say there are some.
Really? Oh.
But I would say I would use this in past instances.
Okay. Well, in past or present, is there anybody that you don't like, but they're friends with them? But I'm like, you can be friends all day. I don't have to.
It's not that. Oh, I know this person. I don't like that person. No, there's not been that situation. But what it comes across as when I see people like, because I'm gonna go through your page. I'm gonna go through all. Let me check this out. Okay. So let me go investigate this person. Okay. I'm gonna go read your whole bio. You can call me nuts, crazy, whatever. But my whole thing is, you may be friends before, because I have friends that I have beforehand. But I'm gonna make sure you know them. If I don't know you, but you up here calling each other sis and bro, besties, yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? You better be calling me your sis. You better be calling me your bestie, because that's what this is about to be. Because if it can't be that, then you don't need to be friends with him.
Do you watch Love and Hip Hop?
Definitely do.
Now, did you see that instance? Now, he had never met Nikki.
Which one?
Tierra Marie was like, I'm gonna go out with my friend Nikki. Akbar did not like Nikki, didn't know nothing about Nikki.
Right.
And even when he met her, had an attitude with her.
Right.
But you got 2 wives.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just crazy though.
Well, true. But that I kind of had a problem with, because but again, that's the same instance. That's a friend. That's a friend. She's been there. She tried to.
It's not a friend of the opposite sex. So for him,
how can you tell? How can he tell her that he can't? She can't go out with her.
But what he was doing was he's just trying to tame Tierra. He's trying to control her, and that's what that is. He knows if she gets around people who actually use their minds, not saying all of them on that show do, but who have free will, who aren't tied down to somebody like him, who wants people to stay in a certain lane and maintain a specific lifestyle, then he doesn't want her around the people, and that's why he was doing that with her.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. Like, if you have different reasonings for, like, a guy doesn't want his wife or girlfriend to hang out with her female friend because they might be ratchet, just not a good look, bad influence, whatever. But when it's somebody of the opposite sex, you always have that lingering thought of, why are y'all friends? Like, why are y'all always together? What y'all over here kikiing about? And I'm not a part of it. I mean, that always, like, in the back of somebody's mind, you may not even put that to the forefront.
That's terrible.
But
that's terrible.
But see, like I said,
because
but I don't have a whole totally
but even
totally
that's crazy, because
makeup yours, because everything is just laid out in the open. If it's people whose everything is just put out there on the table, laid out in the open, then of course, why would you even have those thoughts? If you have those thoughts and you're thinking that way, then you're just plain crazy. Let's just shut it down right there. But when you have, like, especially nowadays when you're dating, it's a whole different ballgame out there. Well, y'all were dating in the 80s.
That's true.
Okay, this is 2000.
So do you feel that it's right for you to be looking through his Facebook page and stuff like that?
I'm going to look through your Facebook page, your Instagram page.
Now,
I'm going to look through your phone, your wallet, your mail, your email.
If someone won't let you do that, how do you respond?
You got to go. I ain't got time. I'm too old. I don't have time for it.
Even if you're married? What do you think about that?
Well, we're not even going to get to the married stage if you can't be fully open. If I cannot sit here and trust